We have Ethereum versus the dollar here, and we're going to do general overview on this one. Start off with the lower term time frames, and let's go down to a 4 hour, of which we see a bit of a short term move up to our targets from yesterday, about 3,100, which is good. And I would be looking for a very likely a short term pullback from this region. Anywhere back down around low 3,000 is fair game. I don't feel too confident on this one as far as the short term goes, but overall, I would remain with medium and long-term, I wouldn't say long-term bullishness, but I'd remain with medium-term extension as long as this thing remains above on a 4 hour closing basis, 2970 specifically. So short-term very likely pulls back to, maybe low 3,000, assuming that it does not crack back down below on a closing basis, 2970 or so. I would be looking for that one to give another try higher, perhaps in the next few days here. Daily, what do we see? You see not the best setup here, actually. Did not reclaim the 55. In fact, about the 5-day, just closed yesterday, a bit of a range between about 33 and basically that 2970-ish region. If Bitcoin does move up here to 45.5 or so, maybe even 46,000 bucks, I'd be expecting Ethereum to tag somewhere up around 33 to 33.25. But understand that that is not a strong signature right there, at least for the time being. The hopium here is mostly based off of the monthly closure, and that's what I feel a lot more confident speaking about if you are looking at the long term on this one. Any sort of a monthly closure above 3,500, which is significantly higher than even my daily continuation target, if Bitcoin even continues here, which is a bit of a wild card. Then I'd probably start to look for this one to distribute a little bit more into October. However, let's go over to the monthly. Are we still sitting on the top side of it? Yes, we are. That's still good. And the quarterly, which is going to be closing at the end of this month as well, any sort of a closure, yeah, especially above like 33, so especially above 35, it's going to look really, really good for new all-time highs coming into end of year. But for right now, a lot's going to be decided, I suspect, in this next week into the monthly closures. So let's go check out momentum also and see where we're at. And I come up with some other areas of interest, perhaps. Daily, okay, so 12 hours, my experimental indicator actually did call the low. Hey, not bad. 12 hour stuff's going to be popping up with as long as we're closing above 2,700. Looks rather likely right now. That's good. Daily is going to actually follow and pop up as well if we do close today above 3080. So good. If Bitcoin, or not Bitcoin, but if Ethereum can close above 3,100 today, I do think that it keeps open at least a short-term, medium-term Bula's hopes alive. Somewhere around to 3250 to 3300 or so, and then a lot will be decided right there. Understand that you still got lower highs as long as you're below about 3600 from a daily trend perspective. And if we go down to the lower term time frames, yeah, 4 hours going to be up as long as above 2850, but that's getting pretty aggressive right there. Hourly is 30.10.10. So basically, if this thing doesn't continue from here, it will correct a little bit lower on the short term time frames, or very, very likely, I should say, somewhere in like the low 3000 if I had to guess. And then pray that this thing doesn't break back down below 27, or sorry, not 27, but 2970. If that doesn't happen, I'd still keep open the Bula's hopes alive. Probably easier to watch Bitcoin in this case on a continuation move, but anywhere between about 3250 to 3300 would be fair game. And then come back to it after that. I feel like I'm missing something here. On the 2-day, yeah, 2-day doesn't look too hot. I mean, that is not fucking good right there. We already got that. What about a six hour right here? Do we have hidden bearish evidence working on this one? Where's our last high? Way back on over here. So no. At least that would be good. So at least for right now, I would feel very confident in saying that if this thing could start to close 4 hour or especially 6 hour dildos back above 3,300, this is going to be I would honestly look at that as confirmation of a bear trap, even though technically speaking, it should be back above 36 or so. I actually would say that. I would go as far as saying that right now. But hopefully that was helpful on Ethereum, and there you go. Be aware of the invalidation below 2970, specifically on a 4 hour. Hopefully that was helpful, and there you go, sir.